Hello and welcome to Three Hamster Boys YouTube channel. I'm Jeff and we are in the middle of our maybe 40-day challenge. Today is day 29, only 11 more days after this. And I thought we would talk about some of the places that we're following from a nonprofit standpoint. We talked about this really highlighting three aspects of what we want to do at Three Hamster Boys. One was the practical side, which is doing the videos every day. One's the physical side, doing the fasting and the walking or whatever to make me more presentable on the camera. And the third part of this was spiritually. So one of the things that I'm doing spiritually, is I'm reading the New Testament. That's my faith, so I felt like that was it. The other part of this is that we want to continue to support certain nonprofit organizations that are important to me and important to my family. So if you go to our Twitter account, our Instagram account, or you go to our Facebook account, and also a little bit to our YouTube account, most of these nonprofits aren't really big into YouTube, but they're getting there. You'll see some of the organizations that we support. And so I thought I would kind of talk about a couple of these organizations. One is, like I said, I am Christian. I go to Lake Christian Church. So if you look at our Facebook side, you'll see the Lake Christian Church Facebook page on there. They do have a website. And for me, it is where I find peace and solace, and I also get to beat on drums. So for me, it's a very important aspect of my life because it is separate from everything else. It is a world unto itself that allows me to be focused on with my faith and with my ability to kind of refresh how I look at the world. It would be very easy in my mind to look at the world and be really downtrodden or really negative, but I'm not that way. I look at the positive side of everything. I think that there are some just incredible occurrences around us, and we just have to look for it. But I also believe that, just like my church says, you do have to reach out and help those that are in need of help. So the church is just really important to me. The second thing that you'll see on there is Camp Holiday Trails. And Camp Holiday Trails is a camp for special needs children that have certain diseases or have things that limit what they normally do in their day-to-day life. And I think that both of my sons will be working there over the summer. They were counselors 3 years ago. They have not been able to have camp for the last 2 years because of COVID, and now they're going back to having camp. And what this camp does is it allows kids to come that, they have a disease that limits what they can do on a normal basis. Maybe because of their disease, they're spending a lot of time with their caregiver, whether it's their mother, their father, or whoever. This allows them an opportunity to go into this camp environment and really be a child and be free and able to really do things that kind of ignore the limitations that they see on a day-to-day basis. I think that my sons have this passion, that my sons do this. Some of the stories they come back with are, just heartbreaking because you know that on a day-to-day basis, some of these kids are just surviving, and they're having to coexist with really horrible limitations on their lives. And when they come to camp, they have the ability to just be free, whether it's swimming, whether it's messy art, which is great, or whether it's doing the challenge course. They have this ability to really accomplish things that seemed like limitations. And you end up seeing these kids come back every year and doing this. And we just think it's one of those really fantastic opportunities and ways to start this. The camp was started by two doctors from the University of Virginia. It has been something that we've been involved with for probably, I think 12 or maybe 13, 14 years. It's been a while. And so I just think the world of everyone that works there. I think that the people that work there are just devoted. They're, it's very tough to work in that environment, and they just show humor and elegance and just total appreciation, and they're selling out for the kids every time. So we just love it, and Camp Holiday Trails has been one of our go-to places that we do from a nonprofit support. We support it personally, and we also support it with our bakery. The second place, the second kind of nonprofit that we support is the Virginia Hemophilia Foundation, and by extension, the National Hemophilia Foundation. My family, my wife's family, have that disease in our family. And so what hemophilia is, and what the Virginia Hemophilia Foundation, National Hemophilia Foundation do, is they look for research and support for those with a bleeding disorder. And what that means is that hemophilia in general is the inability to clot, but there's other diseases besides hemophilia, like von Willebrand's, where you have this inability of your blood to clot, or you could be the other way, where your blood clots too easily. We've been involved with Virginia Hemophilia Foundation for over 20 years now, and it's been, because it's impacted our family, we've been devoted to making sure that this foundation is available to provide support. So 40% of the hemophilia cases are spontaneous. So usually it's a genetic, it's pulled down, it's sent, it goes through the genetics. Someone has a defect in their gene, and that's passed from usually mom to son and daughter. However, 40% of them are spontaneous. And so if you don't have any hemophilia in your family, and all of a sudden you're told your son doesn't have the ability to clot, I think that is immediately overwhelming. Number one, because you don't understand what the disease is, you don't understand how to treat it, you don't understand what that means, what the impact's going to be. And if it's your first child, all you want to do is bubble wrap your child anyways, and here you are, you're being told that if this person gets a bleed, it won't stop. And so one of the things that we loved doing was that when we were at clinic, we would go talk to new parents and say, look, it's okay. You're going to get through this, and it's not you get a cut and you bleed forever. It's not those things. Here's what it's like to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Here's the things that you can do to make it better. And what it comes down to is managing. Now, the best part of this is that in the early 80s, the treatment for hemophilia was tainted with HIV and with hepatitis. And a huge portion of the hemophilia population passed away because of it. There's still a large percentage of hemophilics now that are living with the consequences of that tainted blood. However, in the past 20 years, due to extensive work by the National Hemophilia Foundation, the evolution of the treatment has gone from a blood-based product to a non-blood-based product, and to really leading edge treatments now, where before it used to have to be intravenous. Now there's some treatments that are like insulin, where you just put it into a fatty portion of your body, which is remarkable. And so hemophilics nowadays are living a life with very few limitations. They are living a life where they are managing what was really a death sentence disease, 40 years ago. So it's really remarkable, and it's been incredible to be part of these organizations and to see how they've gone forward. If you want more information, I'm going to put the links for both of these organizations, including the National Hemophilia Foundation and the Hemophilia Federation of America. If you just want to learn about it, it's just one of those things where if you don't live in Virginia or you live anywhere else, there are probably organizations just like Camp Holiday Trails, just like the Hemophilia Foundation, that are looking for people to donate time, probably money, or expertise. And you can always reach out to these. But maybe that's not what you want to do. What I say from a spiritual standpoint is find something that's meaningful to you. If you have diabetes in your family, if you have epilepsy in your family, if you have sickle cell anemia in your family, reach out to these associations and see what you can do to help them and help the community. Because these are communities that are dealing with medical issues every single day. And there are so many ways that you can help and promote these communities. It's not just a financial thing, although they always are looking forward for that. It can be chaperones, it can be assisting with events. A lot of things that you see now is you see more and more of these organizations doing esports events, because it's things that these kids are doing on a regular basis and then coming together and creating communities, whether it's online or in person, and create this community that they can be a part of. So what I'll tell you, that from a spiritual standpoint, you need to find something that really talks to you and makes your soul feel better. Whether you believe in a soul or not, doesn't matter, but whatever makes you feel like you're contributing and helping others around you. All right, so that's the spirituality part of this. I know it's a little bit deeper subject than what I normally do, but hopefully it was meaningful to you, and it kind of tells you, if you look at our social media or YouTube, why is he following that? Why is he following this? That's why. These are organizations that are meaningful to us, our family, and our friends. Once again, if you go to our social media, it's at 3 the number Hamster Boys. Please subscribe or follow us or like us. If you like this video, press the like button. If you'd like to see more videos by me, hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications. Once again, thank you so much for watching this, and hopefully we'll see you soon, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.